Here, it's the one I've been playing around the house lately. You said it was seared into your mind.
In 1972, he had more fans than Elvis. By 2017, he was broke, sick, and saying sorry to sold-out rooms. At the end of the video, I will show you the health confession that changed how many fans understood David Cassidy's final years. Subscribe now, because this truth about David Cassidy changes how you see fame forever. The teen idol fame that never fully let him go. In 1972, David Cassidy's fan club had over 2 million paid members, which was bigger than Elvis Presley and the Beatles that same year. The Partridge Family aired on ABC and reached 8.6 million homes every Friday night.
Truly part of the Canadian wilderness, this land abounds in otter, beaver, deer, and moose.
His face was on more than 150 magazine covers in just 12 months, from Tiger Beat to Rolling Stone. One concert in Houston, Texas, brought 50,000 fans and needed police to control the crowd. Even in 2012, people still shouted "Hey Keith" when they saw him in airports. At his peak, he received 30,000 fan letters every week, confirmed by his publicist. He earned $1 million per concert in 1974, which is over $6 million today. Security teams followed him everywhere after a 14-year-old fan was crushed at a London show in 1974. Merchandise with his face made $500 million between 1970 and 1975, says Billboard Archives. His 1972 Madison Square Garden show sold out in one afternoon. In 1971, Macy's sold a David Cassidy lunchbox that became the top toy for Christmas. He was on TV Guide 14 times between 1970 and 1974. Australia named him World's Best Male Vocalist in 1972. His 1972 single Rock Me Baby went gold in 3 countries in 2 weeks. Japan built a full fan club office just for his mail in 1973. That kind of fame never leaves a person, even after 40 years. The Partridge Family Shadow. David Cassidy played Keith Partridge from 1970 to 1974.
Yeah, well, I haven't met him yet. I don't know what he's got going, but it's nothing like what I got going with him.
The show was sold to 73 countries and dubbed into many languages. The song I Think I Love You hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in November 1970 and sold over 4 million copies, according to RIAA Records. David told Rolling Stone in 1972 that he felt stuck playing a TV teen while he wanted to be a rock singer. After the show ended, he released 5 solo albums and performed on Broadway in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Still, most news pieces called him Keith first. He once said he could not go to a grocery store without someone singing the theme song. It is hard to build a new name when the old one is everywhere. The role gave him fame, but it also built walls around him. In 1974, he quit the show and cut his hair short to break the image. He toured Europe in 1975 and sold out London's Wembley Stadium. Yet every article still started with TV's Keith Partridge. In 1976, his album Home is Where the Heart Is got strong reviews from critics, but radio stations refused to play it and only played old Partridge songs. In 1990, he told people that strangers still asked him to sign autographs as Keith. The shadow stayed with him until his last interview. In 2001, VH1 named him one of the 100 greatest teen stars, but he said he never watched the special. He turned down a Partridge Family reunion movie in 1999 because he did not want to play Keith again. The struggle behind the smile. Florida court records show David filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in February 2015. He listed $10 million in debt and lost his Fort Lauderdale waterfront home. Police reports confirm 3 Dewey arrests between 2010 and 2014 in Florida, New York, and California. He entered rehab centers in 2008, 2014, and 2017. David said in a 2017 People interview that he drank to quiet the noise in his head from years of pressure. He never asked fans for money or pity. He asked for understanding. His 2015 bankruptcy filing showed he made $100,000 a year from music royalties, but owed millions in legal fees and mortgages. He sold his gold records and stage clothes at auction in 2015 to pay bills. In 2010, he was pulled over and told police he had a drink at lunch. Court papers said he paid $200,000 per year just in interest. In 2011, he auctioned his 1972 tour jacket for $18,000 to cover taxes. He moved into a small one-bedroom apartment in 2016. In 2013, he told his band he sometimes played shows just to pay his light bill. In 2014, his driver's license was suspended for 1 year after the second Dewey. He told a judge in 2015 that he had no savings left and lived on credit. Do you think young stars today deal with the same pressure David faced? Drop your answer in the comment. The addiction fight fans never forgot. David spoke clearly about alcohol in his last years. He told Dr. Phil in 2017 that he had a disease and was working on it every day. Medical records from his 2014 rehab stay show doctors diagnosed him with alcohol dependency. After his honesty, the official David Cassidy fan page received over 8,000 messages of support in 1 month. Fans wrote that his truth helped them face their own family problems. He was not perfect, and he never said he was. He showed that asking for help takes strength. In 2014, he spent 90 days at a treatment center in South Florida. That is why many fans still respect him today. His fight was public, and his effort was real. In 2010, he entered rehab after his first Dewey and told fans he was sorry. He tried again in 2017, just months before he died. In 2016, he posted online that he was sober for 8 months and thanked fans. His daughter Katie said his last year was the most honest of his life. He attended meetings 3 times a week in Florida during 2016. In 2013, he called into a radio show and said he relapsed after his mother died. He told fans in 2017 that shame kept him drinking longer than he wanted, the health announcement that broke hearts. On February 20, 2017, David told People magazine he had dementia and would retire from touring. His mother, Evelyn Ward, and grandfather both had the disease. After the news, Polestar reported a 40% jump in ticket sales for his remaining shows. Fans wanted one last concert. 9 months later, after his death, producer friend Jim Walsh said David admitted he lied about dementia to hide his drinking. Hospital documents listed liver and kidney failure as the cause of death on November 21, 2017. The announcement was on the front page of his website for months. Many fans bought tickets even after hearing his voice was weak. The truth hurt fans, but most said the music mattered more than the mistake. He canceled 10 shows in March 2017 after the announcement. His last public performance was in New York on March 4, 2017. The People interview was shared 250,000 times in 24 hours. His team stopped all TV appearances after March 2017. Some fans flew from Europe to see his final shows in New York. He told one crowd, "I may forget words, but I won't forget you." In April 2017, his fan club sent 5,000 get well cards to his Florida home. Doctors later said alcohol damage can look like dementia in early scans. The final tour goodbye. David named his 2017 concerts the final tour. He played theaters with 1,000 seats, not 20,000-seat arenas. In Agora Hills, California, on February 18, 2017, fans recorded him slurring and forgetting lyrics to I Think I Love You. He stopped the band and said, "I'm sorry, guys." He announced his retirement 1 month later on his website. He did not want fans to remember him that way. He wanted to say thank you while he still could. The tour had 15 dates planned, but he canceled after 5 shows due to health. Tickets sold for $75 to $200 each. Those nights were hard to watch, but they were real. He told the crowd in New York, "You made my life." His last song live was Cherish. His last full show was at B.B. King Blues Club in New York on March 4, 2017. He walked off stage with help from his guitar player. Fans stood and clapped for 5 minutes after he left. The venue gave refunds, but only 12 people asked for them. He gave his final bow holding his hand over his heart. His band said he cried backstage after the show. If you saw David live, what song would you want to hear one last time? Tell me in the comments. The hospital days that shook Hollywood. In mid-November 2017, David was taken to a hospital in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Doctors told the family his liver and kidneys had failed. His daughter Katie Cassidy, son Bo Cassidy, and ex-wife Sue Schifrin stayed by his bed. On November 21, 2017, at age 67, he died with family present. The hospital confirmed his death the next morning. Shirley Jones released a statement saying, "He was always my son." Danny Bonaduce posted that he lost a brother. Fans placed flowers, vinyl records, and photos outside the hospital. He was in the ICU for 4 days before he passed. A TV star from 1970 was gone, and many people born after 1990 learned his name that day. The hospital staff said he was calm and talked about music in his final hours. His body was cremated, per his wishes. News of his death was the top trend on Twitter for 6 hours. His family held a private service in Florida. Radio stations across the U.S. played Partridge Family songs all day on November 22, 2017. The mayor of Fort Lauderdale ordered flags at half staff for 1 day. His last words to his daughter were about music and love. The legacy Partridge Family fans still protect. As of 2026, I Think I Love You gets over 3 million streams every month on Spotify, per 2026 platform data. The Partridge Family streams on major platforms and finds new fans under age 25. Fan pages do not post about court papers or hospital dates. They post clips of Keith smiling and singing. David's final words were so much wasted time, shared by his daughter Katie with people. Fans answer those words by keeping his music alive. The official David Cassidy website is now run by his estate and still sells music and photos. His star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame gets visitors every day. David Cassidy's final years were painful, but his legacy still feels alive every time fans remember the music, the smile, and the boy who became Keith Partridge. In 2018, the town of Saratoga Springs, New York gave him a memorial plaque. His 1972 album Cherish still sells on vinyl today. In 2023, a TikTok of his 1972 concert got 12 million views from new fans. Schools still use his songs in music classes about 1970s pop. His albums were re-released on vinyl in 2024 and sold out in 2 weeks.
Listen, I have an idea for a song. It's sort of an Afro thing.
Oh, you haven't heard?
In 2025, ABC aired a special about the Partridge Family, and ratings hit 4.1 million viewers. His 1974 tour jacket is now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame archive. The health secret that changed everything. In 2017, David publicly spoke about memory problems and stepping away from performing. Later, recordings connected to the documentary about his final days revealed a much more painful truth about alcohol and liver disease. This makes the story emotional because fans first thought they were watching a memory illness tragedy, but later learned his private battle was even deeper. David Cassidy lived the highest fame and the hardest fall. His last years were not perfect, but they were real. If his music ever made you smile, keep his memory alive. Hit subscribe now and honor his truth, because real lives behind fame deserve to be remembered.